Hello and welcome back to the channel and the stream, and it will never stop making me laugh that Rhino's name is censored in the game because it's a French swear word. Amazing. We're going to play what I believe is pronounced Kwieferton Downs, and he has written, doesn't know the manipulation we speak of, but black and white are similar yardages. Black is predominant. We'll play off black tees, which we're doing currently. With Rhino, it's always going to be pin 3. Can play under any conditions. Max green speeds have been tested. Only a couple of dicey yet. We'll stick with standards. No key design features. Easy, medium, standard CC, and no real life courses that inspired this. As with all of these, I haven't been looking at anything really. Let's chuck some wind on. So we'll go medium, and we will go to. Let's go northeast. Cool. Give it a shot. But yeah, it's been really cool. I haven't known what anyone is doing. Even people I typically talk to very regularly, I've kind of said, please don't show me anything. You think it's visually Rhino's best course? The word visually stands out strongly in that sentence. It does look good. Okay, so we've gone countryside. Countryside's a great theme. We've gone remove heavy rough. We've built a clubhouse. It's very expansive. Well, to be fair, Cockhill Creek was really, really good golf. I really enjoyed that one. I can't remember where that finished in the CC contest in the end, but I had it fairly high. But he did trade it for the golf. The clubhouse looks great. Oh, look, he's put a clock on it as well. I mean, these trees kind of feel like we're in, I don't know, Tuscany, Italy, somewhere. Like, there's lots of these in Spain or wherever. Like, those kind of Mediterranean countries see these. Rhino loves doing this sort of thing. That looks great. He's burning a keg, I presume. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's a clock, sorry, my mistake. Yeah, this looks great. The solitary van in the clubhouse car park, we appreciate that. Oh, no. Ah, excellent. You just needed a Ferrari next to it, or a Porsche, or whatever it was. Would have been perfect. Obviously, because it's Rhino, we got rocks all around the place. I think the grasses look really nice. That contrast between the orange grass and the short green stuff looks great. It is a new asset. He's used all of the things he can. New pine tree, sure. Yeah, let's have a little fly around. So we got some water. I mean, loads of copy-paste grasses. Excellent. I am a sucker for this sort of look. I will agree with Matt. I think this is your best looking course. This grass planting down here is outstanding. The rock wall stuff is really flipping good. If you didn't copy and paste it, you should have done. It would have saved you so much time. Oh, what have we got here? That's filthy. As is this. What is this madness? Rhino's all about the stuff that isn't in play. Right. This has walking cock levels of T-box stuff going on, doesn't it? I'm very excited. This looks great. Oh yeah, we got some farm houses and things. Never would have made the meter. Yeah, you have to play it. It doesn't really hit any more on the object meter. It's just file size that's a pain. You have gone with a very expansive plot. Is this all one course? Or have you done 2 courses? It's all one course. Madman. I really love the look. It's, yeah, and the big views back to that clubhouse are great. Oh, Rhino came to play. Excellent. Let's go back to Orange Hoodie Man and we'll get going. Right. I mean, that par 3 looks stunning, if a little bit drenched in sun. Okay, first hole. What are we doing with this fairway? Options. Okay. Do we just hit driver? I feel the fairway is a little compartmentalized. Oh right, okay. There are some big ST shot templates. We got some rock stuff. I think we go here probably. I mean, visually off the tee, it looks gorgeous. Absolutely love the like hitting over the field of grass. Like works really well. It just goes to show you don't need to be on a cliffside to make really beautifully like good looking courses. Bunker sculpting is good. This is a slightly different style of bunker from Rhino. Pin in a little pocket. Green maybe a touch on the small side, but I guess that's kind of the defense given that it's small. Ooh. Well, we'll wait and see. I've barely finished playing the first tee shot. Does look phenomenal. It's nice to see Rhino's still got his rookie design contest planting in him. Okay, 2. Alright, so we can't hit driver here, or we could hit a partial and roll down, and then... What's this bit of fairway down here for? Right. I think some of the surfacing has gotten away from you a little bit. I'm all for splitting the fairway, but I don't see why we're having this unless it's a tee for another hole, maybe? Maybe? I don't know, we'll check it out when we get there. I like 3-wood over the bunker, or we play out... Well, it's basically 3-wood is our option. I don't see another way to play this. Occasionally, I think the fairway shaping and weight at the bunkers are just taking a few options away. Oh, I did not want 3-wood. It's a good thing we hit fast, actually. Ah. Balls. Okay. I really like these front bunkers look great. They're sculpted like well. The back one I might like to be a little bit bigger, just because it's tying in with the planting. Like maybe bring it around here a little bit more. Just feels a little small on this side. Huh. Out of heavy rough and oh yeah. What is this bit of fairway then? Is this just an area you didn't really want to plant? I feel like we probably need to... I'm so tempted to use that fairway just to make a point. It is very low down. Yeah. But he's given us a little bit of land short, so we can make it. I thought that, but I couldn't see a tee on it. I might be wrong. We'll wait for Rhino to come and chime in. Bowtie green. It sort of is. It's not really wrapped around the bunker so much. The red slope there maybe feels a little bit too big. And I don't know, it might have been cool to allow a pin on this part rather than have it be a false front, or if it's going to be a false front, make it really aggressive. It's kind of doing neither nor. I do like the pin out there that I presume you have. That's a nice change of pace one. I don't know, I'm just not sure this slope is quite doing all that you'd want it to. Listen, if we're going to use the land called for it excuse, why are we even here? Alright, suddenly we have all the fairway. It's a pants template. Maybe they all are. That pin is about as close to the edge as you can put it. That definitely defends well. I think I probably want to be left on this one, right? Just gives me a little bit more green to work with. This bunker in the planting looks really, really good. I'm not sure I love the finger of grass on this one. I think it works a little bit better when it's more ragged. But I mean, the look, you don't need us to tell you more. The look is really, really good. There are some wild pins on this course. Oh, good. I look forward to running into them. Again, the little mix of grasses back there as well looks great. You have definitely taken the time on the planting. Greens are small. Little baby Redan / front. Not really. But it tried. I will say I don't visually love the flashed up back bunkers. I love the two in front. I just think you've got a perfect kind of... You've set up a Sleepy Hollow green beautifully, that Sleepy Hollow short, and then raise those two bunkers, and it would look so much better without them. Just sitting over the... Because all we would see behind it would be the water, and it would just look incredible. That's the main reason I'm not a huge fan of them, just because I think if you took them away, it would look better, which is a bit of a shame. Otherwise, really strong par 3. Damn it, still can't hole apart. Okay, now we hit over these towards some scraggly stuff. This is an interesting hole. God, you've really gone all in on the small greens. These are funky. Oh, the other thing I'd say is for a really wide course, it feels incredibly narrow. .450. This feels much longer than 450. I think I probably want to be hitting over here, right? And then I get to hit down the length of the green and not... Yeah. We'll go this way. Oh, it's trying to default me to 3-wood for some reason. Dialing back the size of that central hazard and forcing us a bit more down to the water could have been a better move. Because it would also make me look at this. Whereas the better play for my money is to go this way. Go and hop over. Here we are. Yeah, I chalk that. God's sake, can't putt. His rock work's always been sneaky good. He just didn't do as much of it. This one's more wide open, but yeah, again, depending on your drive distance, you could run through the other side. Interesting mounding. Okay, we might run out of fairway. Yeah. Okay, that bunker's cutting in really nicely, making me want to go down the left on the tee shot, which I didn't do. Are you sure this is meant to be like super easy CC? Because these greens are tough. I guess there's a par 5. If we lay up, we're definitely chipping on. If we go for it, 2-putt, my putting's been awful. But it does run away, so I'd be putting back up. And let's go for it. Come on, wind. Hit it just a little more. Oh, it tried. It sat right down again. Utterly invisible golf ball. green site. I think at this point it would be cool to do something slightly different with the greens rather than the funky shape that's a little bit raised and has the contours kind of... Even a lot of the greens have felt kind of not similar, but they're doing similar sorts of things, like long and skinny and funky shape. Like, it might have been cool to have a bit more of a sat down green, like one that allows you to run the ball onto, something like that. Oh, for fuck's sake. Putting is not happening today. Again, like, the little area in which it's sat is really cool. See, this green's nice. It's a bit different. I don't know that the slopes really match with where you put the green, though. So, let's see. We want to be cutting off as much of the left-hand side as we possibly can, which is tough given the angle, but made it. But I think these two mounds, if you're requiring me to carry it all the way, I wouldn't chuck a mound immediately there for me to avoid as well. Like, this green could have just been simplified. Like, all you really need is this in front of it, and that's a great hazard. Just allow me to get a bit more to the left-hand side, angle it a little bit more that way, bring the planting in, just cape it a bit, I think is all you needed. And lose the little mounds. That's a rubbish swing as well. Not quite. These little, lost them. The little dead trees you had down there look great as well. Like, the environment's really cool. The classic Rhino par 3 that defaults you to somewhere else. 7 on Cockhill Creek did exactly, or 8 was it? Did exactly the same. No, it was 7, wasn't it? Rockwork here looks sublime. Good wedge shot par 3. Yeah. These features aren't really doing as much for me. I think you can tone them down a touch. And there's the... you chuck water in play, it's always going to happen. Let's get a close-up of the planting. Looks lovely. Have another go. We'll say your past 2 courses, visually, par 3s have been outstanding. Oh, go on. Have the line and everything. I have no idea where on the plot we are, really. I feel like I've been all over and we're only on 9. Okay, so tee shot wise, so that's a set. Okay, so there's tees there, fine. So we hit to there, and then we got, yeah, kind of skinny raised green. This is a little bit different. So it's kind of, do you have the perfect distance, or do you want to lay up to a wedge shot to that? I think this is a really good 3-shot par 5 green. Probably made this hole longer if you could have done, or like the approach longer, so that... maybe not. Because I am in between clubs and I'm having to think about it. No, take that back. Okay, bunkers look great. Back bunker, I might have just lowered these bits a little bit more, just to show off the whole of the bunker. Right. Decision time. No, we're gonna play sensibly. We're gonna lay up. Or you chip on, or we're actually gonna make a birdie for a change. Sit. Okay. Lovely. Even then I've tried to miss that. I like that we're now close to the trees, like that lends a slightly different look. Green complex is cool, different. Like the staggered bunkers work really nicely visually. There's a fun pin. I think we're just hitting slightly into a choke point, right? So it's somewhere down here. And then it's a long club for a small green. But then you're just giving us a pretty short par 5, so that's all right. Oh, just the wrong side of it. Well, that was the side I couldn't miss. I get the punishment deserved. However, you've given us a backstop, so we can... I hit it so badly it didn't matter, but a little bit more forgiveness. Love the little... What have we got down here? Some... Right. This is a really nice little touch, but that works really well. The mix of grasses is so good as well. Like... What I love about this is you haven't overdone any of it. Like those rocks there, like they make sense. There's just a couple of them around. They're not dotted one, then one here, one there, one everywhere. A few more bits up here. Rock work's been really, really good. Just environment generally. Okay, par 3. Show me another good par 3 look. Ooh. Oh, this is fun. I think once you put the grass on, I might have lowered either the front bunker just a touch or raised the tee a little bit. So I think you want us just to be seeing about there, maybe. And as is, we're just getting the top of the flag. But tiny little tweak, little rocks, and yeah, dead tree works really nicely. Using all of the new things. Now we've got marker post, so it's clear where we are aiming. A little bit of a dell hole, which I don't recall you ever doing. Oh, go in. Still haven't had like a proper hole in one. Oh, yeah, that's turn more than I thought it would do. Really good uphill transition hole as well, and like just a very creative par 3. Really like that one. This one's interesting as well. Like with the green side, a little bit of a bowl. My God, you're getting really small with the greens. It's so tempting. It probably is doable, but not by me today. Let's go for this bit. Uh-oh. Okay. Got lucky. I have no idea where this is going. Ugh. Answer is way right. It's a shame. That's a fun pin, and would have enjoyed hitting a better shot into it. Now, my main takeaway with this course, visually it's awesome. The fairways going so in and out is really quite jarring, and it doesn't make the holes feel all that cohesive. Like here, I think here is a great example. I think this hole would look so much better if your fairway was coming out around here. And then suddenly you've got a load of layup zone, and yeah, people probably aren't using it. But I think it would frame the hole that much better. Even if we are kind of a little bit blind with the grass in front. I also suspect I might be wrong. I don't know whether this is meant to be a blind tee shot or not. But I think you could have done with a raise or a lower somewhere after the grass was planted. Because I think the core of this hole is really good. It just looks a little bit funky because of the kind of weird fairway shapes. I would like to have a full wedge into this, I think. And also you can kind of simplify this because you get a better angle from getting as close to here as possible. We'll take the fairway as far out as that as possible and then allow me to play to that far side. I think it would work a little bit neater. Yeah, let's have hit something down there and then hopefully just have a full wedge in. No, hit too much. And it's a tough pin. That's not it. There's also every chance we'll get a crash halfway through this round. And it doesn't seem to let me resume them at the moment, so I don't really know what's going to happen when that does. Just the one par 5 in the back line. Love the framing off the tee shot. Like, this is, other than your par 3s, I think this is the best look off the tee so far. I really like how these bunkers... Okay, these bunkers make a bit more sense now. I do think this is going to be a course I need to play a couple more times before I really feel I get how it all integrates. Love the bunker work here. Yeah. I think I can just hit down the right though, no? Oh no, no I can't. Damn it. Yeah, somewhere down here. Oh. Okay, that will do. We'll just advance it. Pin right the way at the back, but there's lots of feeder slopes so that if you can get there in 2, you've got enough to run you there. I think as the whole designs go, I think this is one of my favourite ones you've done so far. Hey, Wes. Course does suck, but all courses suck. This is fine. But Rhino's learned how to plant, which is surprising. I feel like you've also just used all of the new trees and only the new trees on this course. Really like this green site and just, yeah. The ones where you've got more kind of like simple green fairway shapes are working so much better for me because I think this is a really cool hole. Yeah, really, really like this one. I don't know where this idea for a course came into your mind, but I love it. Hey, Sangraper. Good commitment to your background planting. It's your type of false front. Everything is your type of false front. But yeah, I think if you're going to make a false front, make it a big one. It should be an important feature that like is pretty dominant. Shoved that horribly. If you're going to do a false front, might as well do 80. Absolutely not. You can overdo a good thing, Jack. Okay. The last few holes, I think, have really ramped up the ante a little bit with the golf. I still think we're over pinching fairway in awkward areas and making fairways a little too awkward for my tastes. But I think the approach shot on this one looks great. Particularly if we're going CC with this. This is... Are we going CC? Is that what my memory serves? Let's see. Easy, medium, standard CC, yeah. Okay. Great view again. 1 second. Okay. So let's see if we can pop this one down somewhere. Again, great look. I think I kind of wish I'd had a normal green shape at some point or something a little bit more circular, but I think that's part of what you're trying to just... That's a decision you made early on. It is short. I mean, visually, definitely a stronger set of par threes. I think this back tier is spicy. You might have overdone the slope on this green a touch. The little sinkhole, I'm not. Probably just needs a bit more space on the green, to be honest. But awesome look. Good. We want to... Oh, I haven't gone into the water. Huh. I bet you didn't expect this tree to be in play. Oh, come on, Beerus.
My tongue down to the side fell. I won't play with it. There is some tongue fell.
I don't know. It's going off funny. Well, we did pretty well waiting before a small child interruption. I know Rory's getting bored and he's got about 15 minutes left before he's allowed to come and bother us. He's done pretty well. We do. I still need to set up his blurbs. Okay, an 18. Well, it's a better 18th than Cockhills. I mean, it's tempting, right? I guess you have a wedge in regardless, it's pointless. Oh, right, and we've got 3-wood. Got this. It's definitely disconcerting with distances. Like, all of the interruptions to the fairways do make it hard to gauge exactly how far anything is. Not hard to be. Wasn't your finest 18th. The rest of the course was great. Let's just hit partial kind of driver somewhere down there. Great look at the clubhouse. Beautifully framed approach shot. Yeah. It's a good way to finish. I did not name my kit Beerus, no. No, we've got 2. We've got Rory and Lily. Lily is mercifully having a nap. Hey, finished on a birdie. Only 1 under. That was surprisingly challenging. There's loads to like. I think visually, I kind of agree with Matt's take at the start, having played the whole thing. Like, I think visually by a mile, your best course. It looks great. Main things I would do, I think I like the small greens as a bit of a change up. I think over 18 holes, they kind of limit what you can do a little bit and make it a bit more target golf. It would have been cool to have some slightly different shapes or bigger one. Well, they were a variety of shapes, but I think variety of sizes would have been beneficial, and like some that are just kind of fairly standard width and standard length would have really helped with shot making. I think my main issue I had really was the fairway shaping. All of those pars, what a boring scorecard. The fairway shaping and where it kept cutting in was just kind of off. Like, it was hard to know where I was supposed to be hitting it in some ways. Like, partly I think I'll learn about that as I play multiple rounds on it. But sometimes you really benefit from just bunkers being in obvious places, and like there's a really clear strategy off the tee. And it really like makes it visually obvious where you're supposed to be playing and what the plan for the hole is. I thought the bunker sculpting generally really, really good. Par threes, beautiful as a set. I think they're great. And particularly, I thought the closing stretch of the back nine was really strong. Land literally called for it. Oh, I see. Right. That makes a bit more sense. Yeah, I think in that case, don't be afraid to bulldoze stuff. Like, that's one of the things I learned with, I can't remember which course, but like minimalism, sometimes they will just use, like, Corin Crenshaw, Bill Core did a great, or Tom Doak, one of them, did a great podcast where they explained, like, actually there was one course they were making, I think it was Doak one, where he made one like giant bulldozer move to create one hole out of absolutely nothing, but that meant that he had to do so little on all of the others, and like just basically saying don't be afraid to delete a load of stuff to make everything like fit together and work nicely. I think that's kind of what I've understood minimalism to be, like harnessing what is there but also not being afraid to move stuff so that it does all fit, rather than a few courses where I've tried to do too little. I think you end up with some slightly wonky golf. But yeah, really enjoyed it. Like, load of fun, stupid name. Yeah, best of luck with the contest. Group app is going to be a lot of fun. See you again soon. Thanks for watching, and I think I'm all caught up with the main ones. Kwieferton Downs, that's the one. See you later, people.